Welcome to Ames tutorial. In today's class, we are going to discuss system of circles Eamcet class. So from system of circles, you will get two questions. So first question is the x square plus y square minus 8x plus 6y plus 21 equals to 0. X square plus y square plus 4x minus 10y minus 115 equals to 0 are two circles are given. We have to check whether the given circles intersecting circle touch externally, touch internally, one is lying inside of the other. Okay, so we have to check given circles either touch each other externally or internally, one is lying inside of the other, or intersecting the circles. For intersecting, we have to show that C1 C2 lies between R1 plus R2 and R1 minus R2. First condition is if C1 C2 lies between R1 minus R2 and R1 plus R2, given two circles intersect each other. For second one, touch each other externally, we have to show that C1 C2 equals to R1 plus R2. C1 C2 equals to R1 plus R2. For third one, touching internally, we have to show that C1 C2 equals to mod R1 minus R2. C1 C2 equals to mod R1 minus R2. If one is lying inside the other, fourth one, C1 C2 is less than mod R1 minus R2. Okay. So anyway, first we have to find C1, C2, R1, R2. So C1 means center of first circle, half of x coefficient and y coefficient with opposite sign. So 4 comma minus 3 is our C1, that is x1, y1, and R1 is root over g square plus f square minus c. That is 4 4s are 16, 3 3s are 9, minus 21. 25 minus 21 is root 4. And what about root 4? 1. So R1, root 4 is 2. So R1 is 2. Next, what about C2? Half of x coefficient, y coefficient with opposite sign. So that is minus 2 comma 5 is our x2, y2. And R2 is 2 2s are 4, 5 5s are 25, minus of minus plus 115. So that is 115 plus 25 is 40, 144. And what about square root of 144? Is 12. Next we have to find C1 C2. What about C1 C2? C1 C2 means distance between the centers. That is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So x2 minus x1, 4 plus 2 is 6 square, minus 3 minus 5 is 8 square, 6 6 are 36, 8 8 are 64, that is root 100, and what about root 100 is 10. So we have C1 C2 equals to 10, R1 is 2, R2 is 2. So here C1 C2 equals to, we can show that R1 minus R2, since 12 minus 2 is 10. So C1 C2 equals to R1 minus R2 means this condition. So our circles touch each other internally. If C1 C2 equals to mod R1 minus R2, given circles touch each other internally. If C1 C2 equals to R1 plus R2, given circles touch each other externally. If C1 C2 less than mod R1 minus R2, one circle completely lies inside the other circle. If C1 C2 lies between mod R1 minus R2 and R1 plus R2, given circles intersect each other. One more condition is there. Case 5. If C1 C2 greater than R1 plus R2, if C1 C2 greater than R1 plus R2, one circle lies outside the other circle. And one more thing, if d square, d means distance between the center, is R1 square plus R2 square, then two circles intersect each other as well as intersect orthogonally. If d square equals to R1 square plus R2 square, given two circles intersect each other orthogonally. Okay. Now second question is, the circles x square plus y square minus 4x minus 6y minus 12 equals to 0, x square plus y square plus 6x minus 8y plus 21 equals to 0, whether intersecting circles, touching externally, touching internally, one lies outside the other circle. So here also we have to check out of 5 condition which condition will satisfy. So anyway, first find out C1. C1 means center of first circle. That is half of x coefficient, y coefficient with opposite sign. That is 2, 3 is our C1. x1, y1 are minus g minus f. Okay. Next, R1 equals to root over g square means 4, 3 3s are 9, minus of minus plus. So root 25, and whatever root 25, that is 5. So R1 is 5. Next, second circle, C2, center of second circle, half of x coefficient, y coefficient with opposite sign. So minus 3, 4 is our x2, y2, and R2 equals to root over 3 3s are 9, 4 4s are 16, minus 21. 25 minus 21 is root 4. And what about root 4 equals to 2? Okay, next we have to find C1, C2. C1, C2 means distance between the centers. C1, C2. x2 minus x1 whole square, y2 minus y1 whole square. So 2 plus 3, 5 square, 3 minus 4 is 1 square. That is root 26. Now C1, C2 is root 26. R1 minus R2, 5 minus 2. Okay, root 26, and R1 minus R2, R1 plus R2. Now see here, R1 minus R2, 5 minus 2 is 3. If you square all these, so here 3 square is 9, and this is 26. 5 plus 2 is 7, 7 square is 49. So 26 lies between 9 and 49. So C1, C2 is greater than R1 minus R2 mod and less than R1 plus R2. Means our circles intersect each other. First option. Okay. If C1, C2 lies between mod R1 minus R2 and R1 plus R2, then given two circles intersect each other. Intersect each other. Next question. Here also two circles are given. Intersecting circle touch externally, internally, one lies outside the other circle. So first find out C1, that is 6 comma minus 4, and R1 equals to 6 6 are 36, 4 4s are 16, minus 48. 36 plus 16, how much? 15. 36 plus 16, 52 minus 48, that is root 4, means 2. C2 is 2 comma minus 1, and R2 equals to 2 2s are 4, 1 1s are 1, minus of minus plus 4, root 9 is 3. Next C1, C2. C1, C2 means distance between the centers. 6 minus 2, 4 square is 16, minus 4 plus 1 is minus 3, 3 square is 9, that is 25. Root 25 is 5. So 2 plus 3 is 5. Therefore, C1, C2 equals to R1 plus R2. If C1, C2 equals to R1 plus R2, given circles touch each other externally. Given circles touch each other externally. Okay. Next, the circles, again we have to check out of 5 conditions which condition will satisfy. So C1 is 1 comma minus 2, R1, 1 1s are 1, 2 2s are 4, minus 4. Minus 4 plus 4 get cancelled, 1. C2 half of x coefficient, y coefficient with opposite sign. So minus 2 comma 1, and R2 equals to 2 2s are 4, 1 1s are 1, minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 cancel, root 4. Root 4 means 2. Next we have to find C1, C2. C1, C2 means distance between the centers. 1 plus 2, 3 square is 9. Minus 2 minus 1 is again 3 square is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. 18, can we write 9 2s are? Yes, 18 means 9 2s are means 3 root 2. Okay. So C1 is 1, C2 is 2, and C1, C2 equals to 3 root 2. Now see here, so C1, C2, 3 root 2 is greater than 1 plus 2, 3. So C1, C2 is greater than R1 plus R2. Means our circles, one is completely outside the other circle. Like one circle is having radius root 2, another circle is having radius root 1, and distance between them is greater than. Okay, so one circle is completely lies outside the other circle. So 4 partial. Okay, next question. The equations of two circles are given. They touch each other, they cut each other orthogonally. One circle lies inside the other circle, one circle lies wholly outside the other circle. So here, what about C1? C1 means center of first circle. That is 13 comma 0. Sorry, 0 comma 13. X term is not there. So C1 is 0 comma 13. And what about R1? R1, 13 square. 169 minus 24. That is 144. Square root of 144 is 12. C2. So C2, the second circle is in standard form. The center is 0 comma 0 and radius is 5 square, that is 5. Okay. Next C1, C2 means D, distance between the centers. Root over x2 minus x1, 0 square only, plus 13 whole square. Square root cancel 13. Now see here, D square equals to R1 square plus R2 square. D means 13 square. R1 is 12 square is 144. R2 is 5 square is 25. So 169 equals to 169 equals to 169. 169 equals to 169 means if D square, yes, D square equals to R1 square plus R2 square, given two circles cut each other orthogonally. If two circles cut each other orthogonally, if D square equals to R1 square plus R2 square, one more condition also is there. If 2GG dash, if 2GG dash plus 2FF dash equals to C plus C dash, then only two circles intersect each other orthogonally. Okay, either D square equals to R1 square plus R2 square, or 2GG dash plus 2FF dash equals to C plus C dash. Then given two circles intersect each other orthogonally. Next, sixth question. The number of common tangents. So here two circles are given. So one is x square plus y square equals to 8. X square plus y square equals to 8. Its center is 0 comma 0. Okay, and radius is root 8. Another circle is also center with 0 comma 0. Radius is root 2. Both the circle having same center. Okay, both the circles having same center. If both the circles having same center means the circles are concentric. If circles are concentric, okay, means one circle lies inside the another circle. So number of common tangents 0, since one is lies inside the other circle. Therefore, number of common tangents are 0. So given two circles are concentric circles. Concentric means having same center and different radius. Here given both the circles having same center 0 comma 0 0 comma 0, since both are in standard form, concentric circle, so we can draw number of common tangents 0. Next one, the number of common tangents. So first circle, center is 0, 0 in standard form, and radius R1 is 1. Second circle, center is 3, 2, and R2 equals to 3 3s are 9, 2 2s are 4, minus 4, 4 4 cancel 3. Next, C1, C2. C1, C2 equals to distance between the centers, 3 square plus 2 square, that is root 13. What about R1 plus R2? R1 plus R2 equals to 4, and R1 minus R2 equals to 2, and C1, C2 equals to root 13. So if you square on both sides, C1, C2 whole square and R1 plus R2 whole square and R1 minus R2, mod R1 minus R2 whole square. So R1 minus R2 whole square is 4, C1, C2 root 13 whole square is 13, and R1 plus R2 whole square 4 square is 16. Means 13 lies between 4 and 16. Okay, C1, C2 lies between mod R1 minus R2 and R1 plus R2. Means our two circles intersect each other. If two circles intersect each other, first circle and second circle, if two circles intersect each other, so we can draw two common tangents. How many common tangents? Two common tangents like this. Okay, so number of common tangents 2. Second option. Next one. 8th one. The number of common tangents. So here also two circles are given. We have to check whether C1, C2 is equals to R1 plus R2 equals to mod R1 minus R2, or C1, C2 is greater than R1 plus R2, or C1, C2 less than R1 plus R1 minus R2, or C1, C2 lies between mod R1 minus R2 and R1 plus R2. So anyway, first we have to find C1, center of first circle, that is 2, minus 1. Center of second circle, that is 3, 2. Radius of first circle, 2 2s are 4, 1 1s are 1, minus 1, 1 cancel, root 4 is 2. Radius of second circle, 3 3s are 9, 2 2s are 4, minus 4, 4 4 cancel, root 9 is 3. Now C1, C2, distance between the center. So 2 minus 3, minus 1 whole square, 1, minus 1 minus 2, minus 3 whole square is 9. So root 10. Okay. So what about 2 plus 3? That is 5. And root 10. And 2 minus 3 is 1. See here, 2 minus 3, root 10 is greater than 5. If you square on both sides, squaring on both sides, this will become minus 1 whole square is 1. So 10, and this is 25. So 10 means C1, C2 is greater than 1 and less than 25. Means our C1, C2 distance between the center is greater than mod R1 minus R2 and less than R1 plus R2. Means two circles intersect each other. If two circles intersect each other, we can draw two common tangents. The number of common tangents 2. Next question. Yes, common tangents to the circles. So here two circles are given. The common tangents to the circle, two circles are given, form a right angle triangle, isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle, or isosceles right angle triangle. Anyway, first we have to find center, radius, center, radius. So center of first circle is 3, 0. And what about radius? Same. 3 square plus 0 square minus 0. So R1 equals to 3. And what about C2? Center of second circle, minus 1, 0. And what about R2? Root over 1 square plus 0 square minus 0. So R2 equals to 1. Now R1 ratio R2 is 3:1. If R1 ratio R2 is 3:1, the common tangents drawn to these two circles form an equilateral triangle. If ratio of R1 R2 equals to 3 is to 1. The three tangents drawn to given two circles form an equilateral triangle, means option 3. Okay. Next, the condition that the two circles may touch each other. The condition that the two circles may touch each other. So here two circles are given. So center of first circle, this is IP question. Okay, standard form. First option, that is 1 by a square plus 1 by b square equals to 1 by c. Then given two circles touch each other. And first we have to find c1, center of first circle, that is minus a comma 0, and radius is root over a square minus c. Center of second circle is 0 comma minus b. Since x term is not there, radius is root over b square minus c. And c1 c2, distance between the centers, a square plus b square. So if you consider, given is two circles touch each other. If you take c1 c2 equals to r1 plus r2, if you are squaring on both sides twice, so you will get 1 by a square plus 1 by b square equals to 1 by c. This is IP model, IP question. Okay. If two circles x square plus y square plus 2ax plus c, x square plus y square 2by plus c may touch each other either internally or externally, 1 by a square plus 1 by b square equals to 1 by c. Now next question is, if two circles touch each other, then, so if you observe the given circle, both the circle missing constant c, means both the circles are passing through 0 comma 0. Okay, both the circles don't have c, so both the circle passing through 0 comma 0. So given that the circles touch each other, given circles touch each other, if you observe here, both the circles touch each other as well as both the circle passing through 0 comma 0, means both the circles touch each other at 0 comma 0. Both the circles touch each other at 0 comma 0, means center of first circle, origin O and C2 are collinear. Both the circle don't have the value of C, C is 0, and touch each other, means C1 O C2 are collinear. C1 is minus G comma minus F, origin O, and C2 minus G dash comma minus F dash are collinear. If 3 points are collinear, area formed by them is 0. So formula of area is 1 by 2 mod x1 y2 minus x2 y1 equals to 0. So this will become 0. This is our x1 y1 x2 y2. So x1 means minus g into y2 minus f dash, minus of x2 means minus g dash into y1, that is minus f, mod equals to 0. So minus into minus plus g f dash, minus into minus plus, plus into minus minus f g dash equals to 0. Or we can say g f dash equals to f g dash. If given both the circles touch each other at 0 comma 0, then g f dash equals to f g dash. It is our second option. Okay. Next one. If two circles intersect in two distinct points, this is previous year question 2021. If two circles intersect in two distinct points, then we have to find the value of r. If two circles intersect, so we have mod r1 minus r2 is less than C1 C2 less than R1 plus R2. If two circles intersect each other, C1 C2 lies between mod R1 minus R2 and R1 plus R2. So what about the center of first circle? Center is 1 comma 3. Given circle is in central form. X minus 1 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square equals to r square. So central form. Center is 1 comma 3. And what about radius? R1 is r. Center of second circle, half of x coefficient, y coefficient with opposite sign. So 4 comma minus 1. And R2 equals to 4 fours are 16, 1 ones are 1, minus 8, 17 minus 8 is root 9. And what about root 9 is 3. And D equals to, D means C1, C2, distance between the centers. 4 minus 1, 3 square is 9, 3 plus 1, 4 square is 16, root 25. And what about root 25 is 5. So if you substitute the values here, R1 minus R2, that is R minus 3 less than C1 C2 is 5 less than R1 plus R2, that is R plus 5. If you consider these first three terms, so R minus 3 less than 5, R less than 5 plus 3 is 8. Okay. Similarly, if you take this like this, this one is 3. So 5 less than R plus 3. So 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3 less than R. So 5 minus 3, 2 less than R. Okay. So R value is, greater than. R value is less than 8 and greater than 2. Therefore, R lies between 2 to 8. Okay. So fourth option. If two circles intersect each other, C1 C2 lies between R1 minus R2 mod and R1 plus R2. Next question. The internal center of similitude of two circles. Here two circles are given. We have to find internal center. Internal center ICS. So what about formula of ICS? Internal center means in section formula we have to consider positive nx2 plus nx1 by n plus n, comma n by 2 plus ny1 by n plus n. Internal center of similitude, where R1 ratio R2 equals to our Mn and C1 C2 x1 x2 y1 y2 are C1 C2 center coordinate. So first find out C1. C1 is 2 comma 3, that is our x1 y1. C2 minus 6 comma minus 5 is our x2 y2. Radius of first circle R1 9 we can write 3 square. Radius of second circle 9, again we can write 3 square. So R1 R2. So this is our n. This is n x1 y1 x2 y2. So m means 3 times of plus 3 times of divided by 3 plus 3 x2. What about x2? x2 means minus 6 and x1 is 2. So 3 6 are minus 18, 3 2s are 6 divided by 6. So minus 18 plus 6 is minus 12 by 6. So minus 2. So how many minus 2 options are there? 1 and 4. Okay. Now y terms. 3 times of plus 3 times of divided by 3 plus 3. So here y2. y2 that is minus 5 and 3. So 3 5s are minus 15, 3 3s are 9 divided by 6. So how much? 9 minus 16 is minus 6 by 6, that is minus 1. So minus 2 minus 1 means first option. Internal center means in section formula we have to take positive plus, okay, internal center of similitude. Then what about external center of similitude? External center ECS means we have to take minus, that is mx2 minus mx1 by n minus n, comma m by 2 minus ny1 by n minus n. if the distance between the centers of two circles and radius are given, 3, 4 is 25. Distance between the centers 25, radius of first circle is 3, radius of second circle is 4. Then length of the transverse common tangent we have to calculate. Okay, length of transverse common tangent. So length of transverse common tangent formula is root over d square minus r1 plus r2 whole square. So r1, r2 and d is given. So d square 25 square is 625 minus r1 plus r2 3 plus 4 7 square. So 625 minus 49, that is 576, and whatever square root of 576, that is 24. Therefore, length of transverse common tangent, that is root over d square minus r1 plus r2 whole square is 24. And whatever length of direct common tangent, is root over d square minus r1 minus r2 whole square. Length of transverse common tangent and length of DCT, direct common tangent, is root over d square minus r1 minus r2 whole square. Okay. Now question number 15. Length of common tangents of given two circles. Here two circles are given. We have to find length of common tangent. So when length of common tangent, we have to find length of common tangent. Let's see here. Center of first circle is, if you write minus 6 inside, so 3, 0, and radius is 3 itself. And center of second circle is, if you plus 2, so minus 1, 0, so is 1. And whatever C1, C2, that is 3 plus 1, 4 squares plus 0. So square root cancel 4. So here C1, C2 equals to R1 plus R2. C1, C2 equals to R1 plus R2 means given two circles touch each other externally. If given circles touch each other externally, so only here transverse common tangent and common tangent will exist. Only direct common tangent and common tangent will exist. So these are the direct common tangents. Okay, and this is our common tangent. So we have to find length of common tangents, means length of DCT. So what about formula of length of DCT? Length of DCT, that is d square minus r1 minus r2 whole square. So d means C1, C2. This is our d. 4 square. What about d? 4 square. How much? 16 minus r1 minus r2. 3 minus 1 whole square. So 16, 3 minus 1 is 2 square is 4. So 12. 12 means 12 we can write 4 3s are 12. And what about root 4 is 2. So 2 root 3. Therefore, length of direct common tangent or length of common tangent is 2 root 3. Option 3. Okay. Now question number 16. For the circles, number of common tangents. So if you observe here, plus C minus C. Okay, y term is not there, x term is not there. Means if you take, if you observe here, so here given circles intersect each other orthogonally. So what about condition of orthogonal? 2g dash plus 2f dash equals to c plus c dash. So I am doing in detail. So what about value of g? Value of g is lambda, and value of g dash from second circle is 0. Value of f is 0, and value of f dash is mu, and value of c equals to c itself, and value of c dash equals to minus c. Condition for orthogonal is 2g dash 2f dash equals to c plus c dash. 2 into lambda into 0 plus 2 into 0 into mu equals to c plus minus c. 2 into 0, 0 into 0 plus 0, and c minus c 0. So 0 equals to 0. means given circles intersect each other orthogonally. Okay, if circles intersect each other orthogonally, means they intersect each other. So we can draw two common tangents. If two circles intersect each other, we can draw two common tangents. How many? Two common tangents like this. Okay. If given circles intersect each other, we can draw two common tangents either in orthogonally or just intersect each other. We can draw only two common tangents. Now question number 17. The circles may touch each other, then find the condition. Okay, so what about C1? C1 means center of first circle, that is A comma B, and radius R1 is R itself. And C2 equals to center of second circle, B comma A, and R2 equals to R itself. What about C1, C2? C1, C2, distance between the centers, A minus B whole square plus B minus A whole square. So A minus B whole square, B minus A whole square, both are same. So we can write 2 times of A minus B whole square. Given circles touch each other, may touch each other. If the given circles touch each other, C1, C2 equals to R1 plus R2. So C1, C2 means root over 2 times of A minus B whole square, R1 plus R2. R plus R is 2R. Now squaring on both sides, square root cancel. 2 times of A minus B whole square, 2 2s are 4 R square. Both sides 2 1s are 2 2s are. Therefore, A minus B whole square equals to 2R square. A minus B whole square equals to 2R square. That is option 3. Okay. Now question number 18. If the radius of two circles are 4 and 3 and distance between the centers is root 37, then angle between the circles. Using the formula of cos theta, we have cos theta equals to d square minus r1 square minus r2 square by 2r1 r2. D means root 37 square 37, r1 4 4s are 16 minus 3 3s are 9 whole divided by 2 times of 4 times of 3. So 37 minus 25 is 12 divided by 2 into 12. So 12 ones are 12 ones are 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means cos 60 degrees. Cos theta equals to cos 60 degrees. Then what about theta equals to 60 degrees. Okay. Third option. Question number 19. The angle between the circles. Yes, I am giving 2 minutes. This is homework for you. Angle between the circles, same, using the formula of cos theta equals to d square minus r1 square minus r2 square by 2r1 r2. Come on, do it. Yes. So what about center of first circle? C1 equals to minus 4 comma 1. R1 equals to 4 fours are 16, 1 ones are 1, minus of minus plus 9, that is root 26. C2 equals to 1 comma minus 4, and R2 equals to 1 ones are 1, 4 fours are 16, minus of minus plus 7, that is root 24. What about D? D equals to distance between the centers. So minus 4 minus 1 minus 5 whole square, 1 minus 4, 5 whole square. So 25, 25 is root 15. So if you substitute D, R1, R2 in the cos theta formula, D square, root square cancel, 15 minus 26 minus 24 divided by 2 times of 26 into 24. 55 minus 50, 0, 0 by any integer is 0. Therefore, cos theta equals to 0 means theta equals to 90 degrees. 90 means pi by 2. Okay. So fourth option. Next, question number 20. If the circles of same radius are and centers are 2, 3, 5,